Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as Ivy Winter. Thank you for joining me for another Disney video. I've been asked quite a bit, what can you do outside of the parks that is free or relatively cheap? And there's actually quite a bit that you can do without having to go into a park that will be pretty entertaining. So this is a little list of things that you can do that won't cost you a lot or might not cost you anything at all. First, I want to talk about the two areas that you can explore absolutely free of charge, and that's Disney's Boardwalk and Disney Springs. The Boardwalk is situated between Hollywood Studios and Epcot and is home to the Beach and Yacht Club, as well as the Boardwalk Villas and Resort. And the Boardwalk is really cool, circular boardwalk with a lake in the middle, and you can just explore that boardwalk without having to go in and spend money anywhere. There are bars and restaurants, even a dance hall and a dual and piano bar, but if you want to just save some money, you can enjoy just people watching out on the docks of the boardwalk. You can also catch some streetmosphere. So if you go later on at night, they might have jugglers, they might have magicians, they'll have different kinds of entertainment that is completely free of charge to watch and enjoy. And it's really, really fun to catch. I've seen a magician or two there, and it's always a really fun time. If you hang around the boardwalk around the time Illuminations and Epcot is starting, you can also catch that. You will hear the music from afar, but you can hear the music, you can see the fireworks. You're not going to be able to see the whole section with the globe that comes out in the water, but you can still enjoy the fireworks without ever having to actually step foot in Epcot, which is really, really cool. And just a really nice thing to do when it's later on at night. Another thing you can do from the boardwalk is catch the friendship boats. Because transportation in Disney World is free, it's a fun thing to do. And maybe you wouldn't want to ride the buses around and find that fun, but the friendship boats are really great. They make several stops, so they go from Epcot to the boardwalk to the Beach and Yacht Club, to I believe this one at Dolphin, and then to Hollywood Studios, but they never actually go inside the parks, so you can kind of ride the loop if you want to, and you won't be paying anything. And I find it really fun and relaxing. I'm just a big boat person. It's one of my favorite ways to get around Disney World aside from the monorail. So if you just want to do that and spend like a good 25 minutes just chilling with the breeze in your hair, that's a good way to do it. Then on to Disney Springs. It is a big one-stop shop for everything, and you can literally shop, but if you don't want to spend money, you don't have to. There are a lot of stores to go window shopping. There is a stage there that often has different kinds of musical guests there that you can see for completely free. It's an amazing people watching area. It's just big, beautiful, great to explore. It's big enough to really like spend some time walking around in, and you don't really have to spend any money. And even if you have a small budget, you could just grab a slice of pizza, maybe go into a bakery and get a cupcake without breaking the bank, and eat that outside and just enjoy the atmosphere. It's a really beautiful area to just walk around, and I've done it plenty of times without really spending much money at all. Beyond that, there's some stuff that you can do at resorts that are free or cheap. One of the things you can do if you're staying at a Disney resort, go to the pool. It's free with your stay, and you can spend the whole day there really if you want to. What's great is if you have young kids, they have a lot of activities going on at usually the main pool that's there. So they'll have music playing, they'll have trivia, they'll have cast members on deck teaching kids how to hula hoop, all kinds of different fun activities. So that is a really fun thing to do if it's nice and hot out and you just want to relax without spending any money. Resorts also have movie nights, and they will show Disney movies, and sometimes they're more recent releases and sometimes they're just classics. So if you want to just enjoy a movie, that is a great way to wind down the night, especially if parks are closing early, maybe it's off-season, winter season, and that is completely free of charge as well. You can go as a Disney guest. You can go to different ones at different resorts. It doesn't have to be the one that you're staying in, and they have a lot of different cool stuff going on at different resorts. I know that there is campfires at a few different resorts. Fort Wilderness is one, and Chippendale actually shows up to that one. I know Riverside has campfire on the Bayou. Grand Floridian has one on their beach, and the Polynesian has one on their beach for sure. You can bring $9 along with you, I believe it's $9, and you get a s'mores pack that's usually good for 4 people, so you can make s'mores over the campfire and chat with some cool cast members and just really enjoy the evening. I've done it before at the Polynesian. It is so fun. And again, even if you don't do the s'more thing, it's free. If you do the s'more thing, you're spending under $10. It's a really great way to just have a little fun, maybe get to know some other guests. It's really cool. Speaking of the Grand Floridian, another thing you can do there is catch Happily Ever After. Much like when you're in Boardwalk and you can catch illuminations, you can go to the Boat Docks by Narcoossee's. It's one of the restaurants in Grand Floridian, and watch Happily Ever After from there over the water. And they actually play the music on speakers like outside and around Narcoossee's. It's a little bit of an audio delay, but it's still a really fun experience. So again, catching fireworks without having to go in the parks at all, completely free of charge at a beautiful resort. Pretty great. If you don't mind spending a few bucks, you can also rent some water things from some of the resorts. Water things, that's not what I meant. But you can get like a kayak or a canoe for, I think it's like $7 for a half an hour or an hour, something like that. You can rent Surrey bikes on the Boardwalk for like $10 if you want to ride a bike. There's a lot of little cute rentals like that that are really affordable. You're just going to be spending a few dollars, and like a Surrey bike is one of the ones where like multiple people can sit on it, so it's actually pretty cheap when you've got a few different people on that with you experiencing it. 2 different resorts where you can animal spot. So you can go to Animal Kingdom Lodge, and there are actually different viewing areas of their savannah where you can see some animals wandering around completely free. And another thing that I would totally recommend is going to Wilderness Lodge. You can walk from the Wilderness Lodge to Fort Wilderness, which is the cabins area, and look out for animals there as well. When I stayed at Fort Wilderness, we saw bunnies, we saw deer, we saw chipmunks, so there's actually plenty of wildlife in those woods in that resort. So that's another really fun thing that you can do. It's a beautiful walk to go through like the whole forested area of that. There are also some tours at different resorts that are free. And I'm going to be doing a follow-up video on that because I think they deserve a little more attention. But there's 5 different free tours that you can do around Disney World, which is really, really cool, and a lot of people don't know about them. So stay tuned for that video, which should be coming up in the next few days if you want more ideas of free things to do. So those are some ideas of the free things that you can do outside of the parks without spending any money. You can have a park-free day and either spend $0 or like $10 and still have a really great time. If there's something that you've done for free or cheap outside of the parks that you would recommend, you can let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, then like it. If you like me, then you should subscribe. I'm putting out videos every single week, and I really appreciate when you guys spend time with me. Thank you so much for watching another video, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.